Hi, how is everyone? What are you guys doing? How have you guys been today? Uh, 10? Yes, yes. Oh, I forgot my stapler. Right in my way with my paperwork. Oh, cool. Guess I can put my medicine up too. I've been writing a lot, so I have a lot of papers on my desk between work and school. Oh, and my receipts from today. Oh. What have you guys been doing? How has everyone been? Oh, I've been very busy the last few days. Very fucking busy the last few days. Humma, humma, humma. Now I'm updating my paid sites because I've been traveling all weekend. Hi. Hey Blaze. Um my trip went pretty good. It was very productive. I ended up having an amazing therapy session. And then I had a cancellation, which was fucking dumb. But I mean, their loss because I mean, they paid their fucking deposit and just like chickened out. So, whatever. But um, overall, it's been amazing. I also did some writing, which is really awesome. I sometimes get inspiration whenever I'm just driving, just whenever I'm just, driving, zoned into the road, like focused on that. And because I'm not like consistently, I guess, consumed by work, my camera's all fucking crazy. Why are you so crooked? Why are you so crooked? Okay, so sometimes because I'm not like extremely consumed by work, my brain and my creative juices just kind of get to flow on their own. So I did a lot of writing, and my brain's just been looking at potential art. So different kinds of art. I've been thinking about the podcast that I've been talking to you guys about now for a long time, long time. I'm ready to commit to that. I think I'm going to put it over on my YouTube channel. That's kind of sex education. I think I'm going to put it over there because I want it to be educational. I want it to be personal experiences. I want it to be out of this world, amazing, just an instructional place where people can just go absorb this information. It'll be both opinions and facts. So the opinions will be, of course, whenever I'm interviewing people, that'll be their collective opinions. Some of them will have credentials because I do want to talk to therapists and get their insight for a bunch of different things, like when it comes to different kind of interests that people have. And I want to talk to doctors for the physical and mental aspect of attraction and desire, and it's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to it. Oh, well, I wrote some on my book and I forgot. Oh, I'm going to. We're going to get this shit off. I am telling you, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Next year is going to be the fucking year. It is going to be the fucking year. We I'm more motivated. I've always been motivated, which is why I've made it as far as I have in life. But let me fucking tell you, I am so motivated to get everything where it needs to be, where I want it to be, and to get everything floating that I have no chill. I have no chill because I'm getting this shit. I'm getting what's owed to me. I'm getting what's owed to me. I'm getting what I deserved a long ass time ago. And I'm not going to settle ever. Ever. I'm going to be fucking hustling until I die because that's who I am. That's who I am. And there ain't a motherfucker on this earth that's going to take that shit from me because I earned it. So I'm pretty motivated. I'm pretty excited. I wrote some more on my book. Did I tell you that? I wrote some more on my book. I'm super, super excited about that. I also wrote a small little thing for a new book that I'm working on too. It's a little more a positive journey instead of the more negative, dark journey that I experienced in the past. But this is like a little excerpt from it that is a very intimate moment. Excuse me, and I'll read it to you guys. Excuse me. Hiccups got me. Ooh. Anyway, this is an amazing small little insert into the book. And I'm going to tell you, if you are one of those people, you have sensitive ears, or you're uncomfortable with anything adult related, my channel is probably not for you. My content is probably not for you. My world is probably not for you because I have no filter. And not only do I not have a filter, but I feel like everyone should be able to express themselves, even if it hurts your feelings or even if it makes you uncomfortable, because people should not have to dilute themselves because someone has insecurities or someone has something that they've not worked on. So I'm a lot. I'm a lot, but I'm worth it. And this is one of those instances. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was giving this person a discount on my pay page. One moment. Oh, no, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to just give you a discount for 1 month. Let me give you a discount for 12 months because you're a good boy. I like good boys and good girls. Because, I like that good shit. Discount for you too. Because I'm feeling given. I'm feeling given. Okay, so insert, and then I got to finish posting on my pay pages. So this is a insert to my newest book that I'm working on, and just to let you know, it is completely raw. I haven't done any edits. I haven't done any kind of anything. I literally wrote this yesterday. I forget what time. It was in the evening while I was driving home from my touring trip. Now keep in mind, I haven't done any edits. So your hands feel like peace, and your mouth worships every crease. Your tongue dances across my bare flesh. You don't need guidance. You are MapQuest. I stroke your ego one breath at a time, and I haven't finished anything else. That's where I stopped. But I wrote some more too. See, I carry a little notepad, which is why they're all the same size. I carry a notepad and I write the inserts as they come to me. Anybody that's a writer can kind of it just comes to you. So it's one of those things that I can't really describe. It's like a memory. So as parts of me draws inspiration from the way a moment made me feel with an emotion or with a thought or just with an overall experience, words come to me like visual memories come to some people. So they just kind of dance around in my head and I can see them. Thanks, Blaze. Hey, MJ. So, yeah. Oh, this is a darker one. And I'll share it with you guys. I'm not finished with it either, but I wrote this the same day, but it was from a moment when I was having some PTSD. You don't feel like home anymore. It feels like a chore. One day bleeds to the next. The only thing that we're good at is sex. Young love is full of hope, but over the years, trauma, bonds, and PTSD make it feel like hope. Gaslighting never ends. Why is it hard? Why is hard love a trend? Fix my brain, I'm too smart. Fix my will, I've got too much heart. Cover my skin, I'm such a whore. After buying you, I have buyer's remorse. You want my freak to stay in the closet. I feel caged and you caused it. Anxiety and pain are crippling. Your anger and jealousy are always tripling. Since 2008, life has been stressed, feeling repressed and unblessed. There has to be more than chronic pain, more than abuse injected straight to my veins. Overanalyzing and justifying your narcissism, and I didn't finish it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, you can turn any experience you have into positivity and strength. I'm going to tell you, I did not have an easy life. I never had anything handed to me, but I also never expected it to be, especially with me not knowing what it felt like having something handed to you. So I took every negative experience I ever had and I turned it into a power that no one can fucking take from me. And I didn't know that to anyone. I owed that to myself. And I took that shit and it made me a better person because, well, I'm not done with it, Blaze. And it's very raw. As you can see, there is literally no fucking edits on any of it. So this is literally, that's how my brain does. Okay. It's another one of those kind of talents that you can't really explain. Only people that haven't can kind of understand. Like people see visions. They see a vision of what they want to do or what their next project is going to look like, or it's like a slow progression. You know, if you get this design that you start inside your head and it slowly becomes more clear. That's how I am as a writer. So it's like a couple words come to me and then a couple more. And then before I know it, I have this new piece of art. So that kind of comes out in my writing with the experiences I had, whether they're negative or positive. And I will tell you that whenever it comes to the negative pain portion of my brain, there's so much more of that present than there is any positivity or good. Well, it was not anymore, but it was. So that's why a lot of my inspiration came from pain, because that's all I ever knew. It is. That's all I ever knew in life. And so that's mostly what I wrote about. And it's what I was good at writing at. Like, I'm hella good at it. Hella good at it. And over time, I started to write about more than pain, because there's more to life than pain. Who could have thought? And I'm very thankful. Listen, some people pay for that too, MJ. Shit, I ain't even kidding. I ain't even kidding. In life and online. Pictures, videos, tangible. I know, because everything that ever touches my body, goes into my body, or comes out of my body at some point has been sold. It is. It is, but it's real. It's real. And that just goes to show that people are different. People have different interests, people have different desires, people, they need different things. And that's okay. It's okay to be different. I don't have a fucking problem with it. I don't have a fucking problem with any of it. If you are not hurting someone else and you're not hurting yourself, why the fuck do people care so much? Why the fuck are people so negative and hell bent on putting people down? I'm done with that shit. I only need positivity in my life. I want I want all the good. I deserve all the good. I want all of the fucking orgasms. I want all of everything that I ever wanted. I want it all, and I'm not going to settle, because I'm done settling. Nah, MJ, like, there are people that like it, not because they're lazy, but because they like it. Hi, Lou. How are you? How are you? Oh, yeah, I need to post that I'm live. Good looking out, Lou. Doop, 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 doop. Ooh, I went to the doctor too, Lou. I had 2 doctor's appointments today. YouTube. And you missed my insert, Lou. I wrote a new insert for my new book. Lysol. Why is Lysol yucky? I kind of like it. It's weird and sticky, though, some of it. But I think it's just because of the perfume that's added. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. It has been far too long. Far too long. Oh, yes. Send the message, damn it. I want everyone to know I'm live. Come chat with me. Because I'm alive. I'm alive. Smells bad. They have different scents. Why don't you use a different scent? I kind of like the lemon one, but I love lemons. I'm a citrus kind of queen. Yeah, no, I love citrus things, especially cleaner that's citrus. I love lemons and oranges and anything citrusy. It smells so good. So good. Oh yeah, I'm getting sidetracked now. You're making me sidetracked. Okay. Oh, Lou, before I get back to posting, Febreze smells good too. What is wrong with you? Just kidding. I like the smell of Febreze too. Are you still here, Lou? I'll read my insert to you before I forget, because I will forget. Yeah, you definitely did. That is your fault, MJ. That is your fault. Okay, so Lou, this is the insert to my new book that I'm working on, not my life story. This is after. This is the positive side. This is the calm after the storm. Excuse me. Okay. Your hands feel like peace, and your mouth worships every crease. Your tongue dances across my bare flesh. You don't need a guide, you are MapQuest. I stroke your ego, one breath at a time. And then I gotta finish it. But I wrote this yesterday on the way back from my tour. And then I wrote a ton of other shit too. Just like my. This is a moment that I was having a little PTSD. This was yesterday too. Anybody that has PTSD, you know that you don't ask to have a moment. You don't ask for your brain to revert back to a past memory that just digs up so many emotions. You don't ask for that. So, randomly throughout life, there are things, triggers that you can have that kind of revert your mental state, either just for a moment or it could be for several moments, back to something that you experienced. So I was listening to music and I can't remember what song came on, but there were a few words that reminded me of many, many years ago. So, with the emotion that I felt because of those few words that I heard, it inspired me to write about pain that I experienced in the past. And that pain came out to sound a little like this. You don't feel like home anymore. Life feels like such a chore. One day bleeds to the next. The only thing we're good at now is sex. Young love is full of hope, but over the years, trauma bonds and PTSD make it feel like dope. Gaslighting never ends. Why is hard love a trend? Fix my brain, I'm too smart. Fix my will, I've got too much heart. Cover all my skin, I'm such a whore. After buying you, I have buyer's remorse. You want my freak to stay in the closet. I feel caged and you caused it. Anxiety and pain are crippling. Your anger and jealousy are now tripling. Since 2008, life has been stressed, feeling repressed and unblessed. There has to be more to life than chronic pain, more than abuse injected straight into my veins. Overanalyzing and justifying your narcissism, and then I had to drive again, so I didn't get to finish it. And whenever I write, hi, and whenever I write, I guess I'm appealing to people that have a better than average vocabulary because I don't shy away from words that people may not know. If you don't know a word that I write about, ask or Google it. Do some research on your own. There's nothing wrong with being educated. You should want to be educated. Whenever I was younger, I used to get made fun of for wanting to be educated. Not just like go to school and learn a trade, but educated, a well-rounded individual. I wanted to expand my vocabulary. I wanted to correct some of, I guess, pronunciation of certain words because whenever I was younger, I didn't understand why people in different areas had different dialects and why people made fun of people so much for different dialects. So that was one thing that kind of inspired me to be educated and more well rounded because I like to feel like I know. Lou, I've literally been writing since I was a kid. I started writing poetry when I was around 8 years old. I'll I'll tell you. Okay. So there were two things that I did as an outlet as a child other than playing outside because I'm going to tell you playing outside was my safe place. Being outside and being with nature was my peace. It is my peace. It's why if I am in some kind of negativity or just have something bad going on, I need to be around plants and dirt. That's going to make me so much happier. That's going to make me feel so much better. I am a fucking green witch through and through, and nature is my heaven. So, as a kid, I spent the majority of my time outside. As I got a little bit older, I was around 8, and I kind of learned to express myself more through drawing and writing because it was one of those things I wanted to know if I could. I wanted to know what I was good at, and I wanted to explore every possibility. So I started on a search, on a journey to see what I was good at. And over the years, I haven't found too many things that I'm terrible at. I can tell you that I don't have enough patience for people. I can tell you that. Patience is definitely not a virtue that I possess a lot of. The only time I'm patient is if it relates to my kids or if I'm putting forth an extreme amount of effort for some relationship or end goal. That is the only time I am patient. I'm not a patient person. And I definitely found that out along the journey. But two of the things that I found that I was pretty damn good at and I fell in love with was drawing and writing. I wrote my first published poem. What grade? I was in seventh or eighth. Let me think. Eighth grade. I was in eighth grade, and it was a program. I was in a program for, it was called the March of Dimes. I always did the fundraiser March of Dimes to help with premature babies. And whenever I was in eighth grade, I wrote my first published poem about abortion. And of course, my feelings and the change over time has been tremendous. I don't feel like I did back whenever I wrote that. But we grow as a person. If you don't grow as a person, you're not living. So, my first, hi Ralph, my first published poem that got attention was about abortion. And it was a damn good poem. Like, even to this day, fucking props to myself being a fucking eighth grade kid, pouring my heart and soul into this art and making it feel, making you consumed in that moment. You know you're a good writer whenever you relay things to an audience and you erect emotion. You can draw from them, from their experiences. And what happened, I did not even plan for this to be like a published thing, okay? So it was not intentional. What happened was I was doing a fundraiser for the program that I was in, the club that I was in middle school. And the current fundraiser that we were doing for that club was the March of Dimes. And I was inspired to write about abortion at that time. And after my home ec teacher, which was also the teacher of, she was like in charge for the charity stuff. She was the club coordinator. And she read it and she's like, do you think we could use this? And I'm like, what do you mean use it? And she's like, well, I feel like this is probably one of the best things that I've read. And I would like to be able to share it with other people, especially at clinics, if that's okay with you. And I was like, what do you mean, like, share it with clinics? And she's like, well, I would like to see if it would be okay with you if we posted it, like framed it and put it at the clinics. And I'm like, sure. Because I mean, as a kid, you don't think about stuff like that. It's not one of those things, oh well, I have to write this because I want people to read it. And as a kid, you're not thinking about that. I wrote about what I was passionate about at the time. And thank you, Ralph. I'm a potato. This is me being a potato. So I told her yes. I was like, I would definitely be okay with that. Be okay with you sharing, because it could help somebody, you know? It could help somebody. So I told her, yeah, it's cool for you to do that. And that was the first time. Thanks, Ralph. That was the first time that anyone, I guess, really noticed and appreciated the work that I had. And since then, since that moment when I realized, hey, other people can be moved by and helped by messages that I have, I've always kind of poured myself into my writing. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a damn good writer. And my biggest thing is, for the longest time, the only thing I could write about was pain, because that's all I knew in life. That was literally all I ever knew. That was it. But I am super proud to say that over time that has changed. And I am super, super proud to be where I am today. How have you been? How's everybody been? Nobody told me how they were today. Oh, yeah. I got sidetracked again. I'm doing that a lot. Uh, uh, uh. Mm-mm-mm. So let me go get posted, because I've been trying to post this for an hour now. Good. I'm glad, Ralph. Ooh, so I am doing interviews. I'm so excited. Mm. So there's 3 types of interviews I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing them with civilians, models, and I don't really know what to classify the others as, but there's multiple types of interviews that I'm going to be doing. So I want to do some for my nonprofit agency, which will be Beacon, A Better Tomorrow. I did get my business credentials back, and I'm looking for donors to help the expansion in Kentucky. And it's going to be for helping the less fortunate. And I'm going to be doing interviews. So if you or anyone that you know of resides in Kentucky, or if you've ever been in Kentucky, questions about what is that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what dono. You mean a donation? Yeah, of course. You can message me on any social medias if you want to just do a private chat. I mean, everyone doesn't like to, chat in public. Private chats are cool. I will answer them as long as you're respectful. Yes. Allmylinks.com/Queen Frostbitten. This is true. I have both. You can message me on either. I'll answer on both. You have to be in a server that I'm in before Discord will allow you to message me, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think. But I will reply on Discord or Insta, either one. Allmylinks.com/Queen Frostbitten. Yeah. Lou, I 100% believe that too. The only problem is I want to fight with a pen and a sword, because I'm going to fucking tell you, anybody that comes at me negatively physically, if I can't use the pen to stab you, I'm just going to tell you, I firmly believe that people should try to be productive in writing and try to be productive in making your efforts not violently until they have to be, because there are quite a few instances in life, quite a few moments that if you don't defend yourself physically, you're not going to make it. So while I do not think that you should just be a shitty person and just try to be negative and physical to people, I do feel like there is a time where you do have to be physical, because some people don't care about a pen. Some people don't care about words. You're not going to stop them with a pen. You're not going to stop them with words. The only way to put a stop to their shit is to fight back. Sometimes that requires you to be physical. So I'm a firm believer in, I'm not going to start shit with anybody, but I'm going to tell you I will hold my fucking own, and you're not going to break me. So even some cases need that physical aspect. You know what I mean, Lou? But yes, writing and everything is, it's a way that I kind of gave myself therapy at a really young age to get through a lot of the shit that I was going through and help my growth. Because as a non-traditional, eccentric black sheep that is from Kentucky, I didn't have anyone that I could talk to and anyone that I could really like truly confide in what with all of the things that I am. So writing was that for me. Writing was like my best friend. Yes. That's right, Lou. That's right. Oh yeah, let me let me post this. Damn it. I keep getting sidetracked. You guys are keeping my interest tonight, which is a good thing. I'm just getting sidetracked and not posting. Okay. Mm, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. VIP is now spoiled as fuck. Okay. Oh, I gotta pee. Yeah, well, I'll check it right now because I'm going to use the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness, guys. I didn't think I was ever going to stop peeing. I lost my other pillow too. So I had a larger pillow like that one, but I lost it and I only have a small one now. So I need to get another pillow. What are you guys gonna be doing the rest of the night? Oh. Michael, hey. How are you? How is everything? Did you finally decide if you were moving? Ooh, Michael, I'm officially starting the podcast I was talking to you about. Well, I will see you tomorrow, Lou. Thanks for stopping in. Excuse me. I'm fucking amazing. I'm shooting for fucking amazing. Excuse me. Piper, how are you? What have you been up to? I haven't been back to Twitter yet. I've been trying to post on my paid pages, but I keep getting distracted. Stream's been very engaged tonight, which I'm pleased with. Yeah, I've had hiccups on and off today. So, Piper, the podcast, I'm going to use my channel. I want to stream, of course, podcast stuff here too on all of my other platforms, but I'm going to make an official podcast channel, and I'll let you guys know the details whenever everything develops more. But yes, I'm pretty excited to get the development of it. It's going to be real life sex education, adult education, therapy. It's literally going to be focused on the adult industry, desire, where it comes from, how it develops. It's just going to be well-rounded podcast about being an adult with desires and having different occupations, how your occupation affects your desire, different locations, how it's more accepted in some areas than others, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I want to have It is going to be amazing. I'm telling you. I'm going to have professionals from the adult industry. I'm going to have professional doctors, both physical and mental. I'm just going to have regular civilians, just people that just kind of, some of them are going to be like, have closet interests, and then some of them are going to be living in the open. And I want it to be an amazing educational experience and a safe place. So that's what the fuck I'm going to make it. And the growth in it is super exciting for me because I know not everyone has someone that they can talk to about the things that they like or the things that they want to try, or maybe something that they're extremely passionate about. I feel like a lot of people don't have someone that they can turn to. And I want to answer the questions that you're too scared to ask. Or maybe you're not, maybe your friend is. Or maybe you just like to be educated. Maybe you just like to be well-rounded. Yes, Piper. I'll be sharing it on my socials too. You're still deciding, Michael? Well, let me know when you do, because I know you had pros and cons. Mm. Do, 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 do. Mm, 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 mm. Well, the thing is, it's not really too many desires, Piper. It's a matter of you being able to be yourself and incorporate those into your life without fear of rejection or judgment or being cast out. And that's really what my channel is, being different and being okay with being different. So I want to be able to guide, educate, and encourage self growth, because not everyone has a foundation in which they can do that confidently. So that's what my podcast is going to be about. Michael, I would love to have you featured. If you want to be featured, interviewed for my channel, I would definitely be up for it. So the interviews that I'll be doing, it's a bit of both. Writing is both a talent and a job. The the difference in the two is whenever you get to write something that you're passionate about, it seems like less work, but it's always work. If you're passionate about something and you incorporate that, then it feels like less work. Now, there will come a time, if you do it for work, that there's going to be some kind of commission that you don't enjoy so much. So that feels like more work for you because you aren't passionate about what you're writing about. So it's really a matter of, what are you writing at the time? And usually, if you're writing for yourself from something that you're passionate about and you don't have a deadline, you don't have some kind of agenda that you have to meet, then you're probably going to enjoy the writing more and you're going to enjoy the product more. So It's one of those things where it's really individualized. Oh, I do too, Michael. I do too. Michael, do you have me on other social media? I have literally every kind of social media. Oh yeah, I need to check my Twitch because okay. What was I doing? Damn it. I got sidetracked. Okay, so anybody new to my channel, if you don't know, I have ADHD. So you're going to occasionally, well, I can't say occasionally because I do it all the time. There's going to be moments where I'm jumping from one thing to the next, and it's because my brain's not being still. So I was looking. Aw, someone sent me a tip. I like tips. That's why he gets spoiled. Oh, Ralph. Okay, I just pulled up my shit, so now I see that you redeemed hydration. Let's hydrate. Now, I do want to take a moment to say I didn't have my Twitch pulled up, so I didn't know I got some new follows. So thank you. Thank you to Johnny and Prod. You followed today too. Okay, hydration time. Let me hydrate. Let me lay my phone down there. Do. Perfect. Oh no, I'm not perfect. I'm better than perfect. I'm real. I need some more chapstick. I need to fix my lipstick. Oh, allergies got me itching. I am almost done with my infection, so I'm pretty excited about that. My infection medicine has helped along with my steroid. Whoop, whoop. I am on the mend. The trees into paper and all the seas into ink. I would run out of ink and paper to write. I like that, Co. Except don't kill all the trees. We need trees. Yeah. Hold on. I'm adding some color to my lips because it's coming off. Touch up. Blaze, you missed all kinds of conversation. How are you? How have you been? This medicine is being really weird. So it has my pores being super weird. Okay, Michael. I'm Queen Frostbitten with one T there. My name is too long for Twitter. So, yeah. It's Queen Frostbitten, but with one T. Now my nose is itching. under it. Ugh. Ew. I'm not ready for snow. I'm really not ready for snow. I don't want it. I don't want it at all. Speaking of medicine, I need to go grab my infection medicine because I am an hour late taking it. Not a good thing. Oh, yeah, guys, I think I'm going to look into braces. I should have got them when I was younger, but my mother didn't want me to have braces. And now I pay for it as an adult. It's so horrendous. I was quite annoyed. As I got older, and I was like, why did I not have these sooner when I needed them instead of waiting until, I'm an adult? But when you're a child, you don't get to make decisions like that for yourself, 1 second, guys. I really need to redo my chair upholstery. Like, look at it. See, I bought a new chair, but that was whenever I was at the Newport house, and I don't like it. So this chair, the one that I'm currently sitting in, is 9 years old. Holy shit. This chair is 9 years old. And part of it, like the seat portion, is falling apart and ripped. But the one that I bought whenever I lived up in Newport was, how old is it now? I still have it. I just don't use it. I bought it right whenever I first moved to Newport. So that was around 4 years ago. And the quality just isn't as good. So, yeah, I went back to this chair because I love it. So, you can really tell like the quality of a chair by how it wears down over time, right? The other chair that I bought, I literally, like, the bottom portion that you sit on, it kind of broke down and you could feel like wire in the seat. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is the cheapest bullshit. And I paid just as much for it as I did for this one, but this one has lasted so much longer and I still don't have any real issues with it other than, like the cracks that's in it. It needs reupholstered. And then the armrest is kind of fucked up a little bit and I taped it. But I mean, I prefer this chair over my other one because It's more comfortable. And I like comfortable things. Food stuff, yes. I still need to get a few things, but honestly, I did not want to go back to the store today. So, another day. How did they take that, Michael? How did that go? Oh, I thought I had Twitch pulled up so I could see it. But I didn't, apparently. I shut it down. Tell me how that went, because that can go multiple ways. So it really depends on how receptive the person that you're talking to is. Also, I'm probably going to get off stream soon. We've been streaming for over an hour, which I'm super excited with, but I got to go check in on my other stream, and then I really need to try to get some rest. I haven't been sleeping well. Bum, 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 bum. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Ah, hey Zeus. How are you? How's your night? Mm, 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 mm. Oh, thank you, Blaze. I love it too. Long day. I've had that for several days now, Zeus. I feel you. Hopefully, tomorrow is much better, and tonight ends amazingly. Mm. Was it somebody close to you, Michael? Like somebody close to you that didn't know? Or was it like a stranger? I feel like it's always harder to explain things to people that are close to you because they already have these predetermined expectations, and it's just so much harder to try to explain things to them because they see you in this certain light. Even if it's not you, that's how they see you, you know? People have different perceptions of you. Just like you're going to have a different perception of yourself as your parents have their perception of you. And each of them's going to have just a little different perception. So you will never be the same to yourself, to your family, to strangers. Not one person that you ever come into contact with will have the exact same perception as someone else of you, which seems crazy when you think about it. But you're not the same person to yourself or anyone else, because the perception is very distinct to the individual. So maybe your mom is like, "Oh, you're the sweetest. You're Ralph. You're the best son I could ask for." And maybe your dad's like, "Oh, well, you don't work hard enough, or you're too sensitive, or you know." And then maybe you have friends that are like, "Oh, I can always count on them," or you have another friend that's like, "Oh, yeah, they flake a lot." But everyone has a different perception. So you're literally a different person to everyone. Literally everyone. So when you think about it psychologically, you'll never live up to everyone's expectation or perception of you. You do, Ralph, but you cheated. Because you're a cheater. And this used to be one of my favorite crop tops, Blaze. I've worn it for stream several times. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Zeus. And the biggest thing, the biggest, I guess, the most important perception is your own. So don't lose sight of that in life. Whenever you work in the adult industry of anything, you really get to see how people try to bleed their insecurities and their perception over on you. So you really have to understand that people don't want growth for themselves, and they go around shitting on other people's feelings and other people's dreams and desires because they can't accept and love themselves. So being in the public eye is pretty hard, just because people don't understand that they need therapy and growth. They think that they're doing the world a service by being a shitty human and letting their flaws and their issues with themselves or with their family members or with their perception, maybe it's some kind of religious agenda, or maybe it's just a insecurity with sexuality, or whatever the case may be. So they try to be negative. They try to be, well, if I can't be comfortable and confident with myself, then I'm going to shit all over this person and make them feel like a stupid slut or a dumb whore or something of that nature. And they don't realize that for just a second they might be happy talking shit to someone or hurting someone's feelings, but they're going to be shit after. They'll be shit during and shit after. Because if you're always having to put other people down for that little split second, that the little brief passing moment of some kind of positivity or endorphins or serotonin or whatever you're trying to experience, if you can't understand that that is a fleeting moment that you're only going to grasp for a second after you hit that send button, then you're very underdeveloped. You're probably immature, and your life is always going to be like you. It's always going to be shit. Because you haven't learned that, I mean, it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter what your trophy list looks like. It doesn't matter how many people you put down or how many lives you try to tear down. If you're unhappy with yourself before you give somebody a nasty comment, after that brief moment of gratitude passes, you're going to feel the same way again. Oh. And I'm glad, Michael. I am glad that you have had growth since you started watching my channel. Yeah, Zeus. That's exactly what it is. And that goes along with insecurities. The jealousy usually comes from them thinking that someone else is getting farther in life and they're disappointed with themselves. They would, Zeus. The only thing is they don't have the fucking balls to put forth the effort it takes. So they shit on other people. which, I mean, I'm going to tell you that whenever it comes to people and whatever they decide to go into for work, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're into it just for money, then you're not going to be happy. I don't care what kind of work you're in. It doesn't matter if you're a coal miner, if it doesn't matter if you're in some kind of line production at a factory, or if you're in the military, or if you're a writer, maybe you're a singer songwriter, maybe you just write orchestras, maybe you're some kind of composer, maybe, like, it doesn't matter. Maybe you want to own a daycare, maybe you want to be a teacher. It doesn't matter what field you go into. An accountant, maybe you like numbers. Any field that you go into that you do not have passion in, after the new wears off, you'll become jaded. It doesn't matter, Kenny. After the new wears off, you'll become jaded. And it'll no longer be as good to you. It'll no longer be as fun for you. It'll no longer mean what it did. And that's when people get complacent and entitled, and usually lack of growth. That's whenever you become stagnant. So yeah, it doesn't matter what industry you go into. It's a matter of, are you happy there? And don't shit on other people because they found they're happy. But a lot of people do that. They get complacent, and then they get jaded, and then they shit on other people. And if that's the existence that you fucking have, you need to reevaluate yourself. You need to see a therapist, and you need to get through your shit. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because let me tell you, whenever you go into something, you're excited to be there. You're excited to show up. You have morale, and you look forward to new adventures in whatever the industry is that you're in. You want to be there. You want to put forth the effort. You want to be at work because it's not like it's work. You know? Fucking right, Blaze. I'm the only motherfucker that you're going to come to that's not going to lie to you about whatever the fuck it is. You guys can come to my channel. You can chat. You can talk to me. You can be honest. You can be fucking as real as you want to be. If you want to create a new fucking anonymous account so you can talk to me about what the fuck ever because you don't want anybody to know who you fucking are. I talk to those people too. I help those people too, because that's originally why my channel started out. Any of you that followed me from many years ago, whenever my YouTube channel first started, you know that everything I started out was self-help, therapy and self-help, because I struggled from a very young age with all of the abuse that I had suffered. I struggled for a long time to completely love myself. So I had a friend that had a abnormal interest that lived over in the UK, and his friends had made fun of him, stopped talking to him. His family had cast him out, all because of an interest he had had. So I was extremely disgusted that someone literally wrote off another human being because they were different. And I've been different my whole life. So it really kind of sparked a fire under me for me to reach out to the rest of the world and be like, it's okay to be yourself. Fuck those assholes. Fuck those shitty people, the negative people that are trying to tell you to starve a part of yourself or tell you to fake it till you make it and be somebody else because you're not worth being and all this other stupid shit. Fuck those people. Fuck those people. They're insecure. They're unhappy. They're underdeveloped. And they will never be happy in life unless they're tearing someone else down in that moment to feel good for just a split second. And then you know what? After that fleeting moment passes, they're going to feel like shit again, and they're going to have to do it again. You know why? Because they have not come to terms with who and what they are, which means they're going to continuously shit on other people because they're just shitty people. Don't let those people rule your life. Don't. You deserve better. Aw. I will, Michael. I will 100% keep you posted. I'm going to be doing interviews that will just be recorded and live ones too. So let me know which you're interested in. Good. That's different, Zeus. They're trying to tell people to fake who they are on a fundamental level as a human being because they don't agree with some of their thoughts or desires or interests, or maybe they don't agree with a business plan or something else. You know what I mean? That's completely different. Um, Faking it till you make it, like in a knowledge circle, to get knowledge is a little different than fake who you are as a human to make society or your family or what the fuck ever think that you, yeah, think that you deserve love and appreciation because you're not this person, you're that person. Like, no, that's not how it fucking works. Anybody that tells you that you need to be somebody else to be loved, they're not worth your fucking time. It's different from somebody looking at you and being like, okay, you're on drugs, or okay, you're an alcoholic. You need to fix this shit. You need to get your life together. You need to be better for you. That's different. Somebody asking you to grow as a person, to help change and be healthy, that's different than somebody being like, oh, you like feet? Well, you're nasty. Or, oh, well, you like to lick this or you like the smell of this, then you're fucking weird and you just need to fucking die. Like, that's stupid. That's fucking stupid. And I've seen a lot of people that get a lot of shit from things that they're attracted to, or even people that they're attracted to. And they just get like dragged through the mud. And to me, no one should be crucified because they have an interest or a passion or a thought that isn't the same as everybody else. Like, for human growth, for individuality, that's just completely disappointing. Well, I have a wide variety of interests, and I'm going to tell you, I don't give a fuck who approves or disapproves of what the fuck I like. If you don't like it, then you can go fly a fucking kite. Don't talk to me about it. You don't have to talk to me about it. Like, you don't have to talk to me at all. Block me. If me being myself openly and confidently hurts you, that speaks about you, not me. So if I make you uncomfortable, if I make you feel like you have to project your negativity, it's probably because you need growth. Well, I'm feeling a little better. I took everything but my infection medicine. I gotta go take it because if I don't, I'll get my timing off. My biggest thing is there are so many people that have been taught if you're not sheep, then you're not accepted and loved. And I say, fuck that. I'm not a motherfucking sheep. I'm not. I can tell you that for the majority of my life, everybody would have loved for me to be a sheep. Like in high school, whenever so many guys told me that if I wasn't so weird and if I didn't dress weird, that I would be hot as fuck. Or people in high school that after I told them that I wouldn't have sex with them, they went around trying to tell people that we did have sex. Or they told people that I didn't put out, and they would just, you know, that I was like on their bucket list because I wouldn't sleep with people. So I became like this fucking checklist for people. Or whenever I was told that I'm ugly or that I was fat, which I was told that I was ugly and fat since I was born, literally. Or that I was told that I was fucking dumb. Literally. I had family members tell me that I was fucking dumb. And looking back as a child, it kind of hurt my feelings. But as I got older, I seen how much of a threat I was to these people, how uncomfortable I made them in their own skin because they couldn't accept who they were. They couldn't accept parts of themselves. So they tried to put me in this little box that they could control because I made them feel inferior. Just existing. I didn't even do anything. I just existed. So as I got older and I realized that I wasn't the problem and I stopped giving a fuck, I took all their power away. And it's one of those things where I developed, I guess, my mental maturity developed a really long time, like a decade before most people's, which is why I always say I was born 50. Because as a kid, I was literally the person that people came to for being talked off the edge. I was under 10 whenever I talked the first individual in my life out of suicide. I was under 10 years old. So I seen darkness at a very young age, from many different sides, many different kinds. So it's one of those things where it helped make me who I am. And I'm glad you don't, Michael. I'm glad you don't, because I'm going to tell you, that's what people want. That's what the government wants. That's what people in power want. They want you to always be under their thumb because that makes you controllable. 5 questions. Well, Prad, I'm going to tell you right now, I am not a girl. I am a woman. So I could tell you, well, I'm non-binary, but people see me as a woman. So I claim woman. So I'm going to tell you that if you're asking from a girl's perception, you're going to get girl answers. If you're asking from a woman's perception, you're going to get a woman's answers. So that's something to think about. Yes, Zeus. See, the thing is, when it comes to society and all of their expectations, they're going to have a different set of expectations for themselves and for you. The reason being, they don't think that they should be controlled. They don't think that somebody should be telling them what to do. They don't think that somebody should have this list of not just expectations, but more or less guide to life that they should live by. They should be able to do whatever the fuck they want with all the power that they have, and they should just get to grow and just fucking be the ruthless, shitty individual that they are, and everybody else should just accommodate to them and just be their sheep. And that's what you'll notice with people that are supposed to be in power. The rich, the people that think that they're above everybody else, those people will always have a different set of expectations for themselves and everyone else, which is why they think that if they do something just completely horrendous, that they shouldn't even get a slap on the hand. But if somebody just offends them by just one word, then they should be stripped of all rights and thrown in jail for the rest of their fucking life, if not lose their life. It's because they think that people that are in the lower class or the middle class, they're beneath them, and there's a different set of rules. That's right, Pride. They are fucking jealous. And it's what it all comes back to. Their insecurities. I'm going to tell you that for me, as an individual, I don't find attraction in the same place most people do. The first attraction that I'm going to have is the value that someone has for my time. Because time is one of those things that you cannot get back. You can't grow more of it. You can't work to earn more of it. It doesn't matter how much effort you put in, you cannot buy more time for yourself. It's very limited. So for me, my biggest attraction is going to be, how much does this person value my time? Are they wasting my time? Are they bringing something to add to my time? Do I enjoy spending time with them? So on a fundamental level, I have to feel valued. And right after that, I prefer submissive. So I'm attracted to people that value me, people that are consistent. Now, consistency you're going to find across anybody's fucking expectations for attraction. The consistency is what's going to win most people over, period. Because when it comes to consistency, people like stability. People like to know that they're not going to have to worry about you from one moment to the next. They want consistency. They want to feel secure. So consistency is going to be something that both men, women, non-binary, across the board share. Because it makes you feel comfortable. It makes you feel confident. Consistency, knowing what you're going to get, knowing that you're going to have that and you don't have to worry about that fleeting moment every second. Like, am I going to have to grasp it now? Am I going to have to hold it, or is it going to run away? So consistency is huge. With me I'm attracted to switches that lean submissive and submissives. I'm not attracted to dominants at all. I don't have any kind of attraction to a dominant. Like, it's not for me. I am an alpha. So I am attracted to people that appeal to my nature. I don't put down other doms, whether it's male, female, non-binary. I don't put them down. I'm just not like, I can't be with them. I'm not attracted to them. I prefer submissive. I prefer a switch that leans submissive. Has to be one of those. I'm also attracted to effort. Let me fucking know that you're going to put forth effort. That's huge for me. Huge. If you are too fucking lazy to be consistent and put forth effort, then I have no interest. Why would I? I don't like wasting my time. See? All goes back to time. I like to know that I'm valued as an individual. I like to know that I'm honestly appreciated. I like to know that my intelligence isn't pushed aside because someone thinks I'm hot. I like to know that It depends on the woman, and it depends on the type of protection, because some women see that as controlling. See, the biggest thing about being protective is, are you being protective for yourself, or are you being protective for your mate? Because if you're being protective for your mate, then your protection is solely based on their care. So if they voice something to you like, this doesn't make me feel comfortable, this doesn't make me feel loved, or this makes me feel like you're controlling me, then you'll adjust the way you try to protect them. But if you're controlling because you think, oh, well, I might lose them, or if you're controlling because you think, oh, well, other people are looking at them and I don't like the way they look at them, what if they want to leave me for them, or something like that, then no one's going to like that shit, because a lot of people have been abused and controlled. So, no, it's not attractive. And what's sad is that's so common. It's common for people to think that it's okay to treat someone like that. And then they're conditioned to think, oh, well, if this person is trying to protect me, then they're trying to control me. It's not because they want me to be safe. It's because they don't want me doing certain things, or because they don't want me being around certain people, or because they don't want me living my life. So that's really individual. It really depends on your intentions, how willing you are to meet your partner's needs, and how much effort you put forth whenever they try to voice something to you. So that's a loaded question. There's a lot that goes into that. That's not one of those simple questions that's just like, oh, yes, no. No, there's all kinds of gray in that. And that's true with a lot of relationships. You you can't just be like, oh, well, I'm completely justified because I was doing this out of the goodness of my heart to protect you. Like, no, you weren't. You were doing it to protect yourself. And that all goes back to insecurities, jealousy, all these other emotions. A random thought. Of course you would, Ralph. Who wouldn't want to be body slammed by me? Come on. wait until wait until I learn jujitsu. I'm the person that takes charge, Prad. I'm a dominant. I don't, let me say it this way, I don't need someone to protect me. What I want is someone that I'm proud to fight beside of. If I can go to battle, if I can go to battle and trust you with my life, that's what I want. I don't want someone fighting my battles for me. I want someone fighting with me. So if I can count on you, if I can feel like I trust you enough to fight beside you, then that's where I feel confident enough to be like, fucking right, fucking right. I don't need a protector. Listen, I got that shit on lockdown. But what I do need is someone that I can have battles with in life, and I don't have to worry about whether they're going to let me down, whether I'm going to have to worry about them helping fight for whatever is going on in that moment, and not have to worry about whether they're trying to let somebody else come in and fuck shit up. Because I want somebody I can stand beside of confidently and fight. And if you can't fucking fight, you don't need to be in my fucking life. Depends on the woman. Some people, yeah, it matters. Some people, it don't. For me, no. For me, I'm not attracted to a physical body until after I'm attracted to the mind. So there's a fine line for me between being pansexual and demisexual, because I'm attracted to hearts, but I'm also attracted to minds. I don't care if you got a fucking vagina. I don't care if you got a fucking penis. I don't care if you got both. I don't care if you have neither. I don't care if you're a fucking eunuch. I don't care what the fuck you got going on. I don't care if you weigh 200 pounds. I don't care if you weigh 100 pounds. I don't care if you weigh 250. I don't give a fuck. What I do give a fuck about is, can I stand beside you in battle? Are you a fucking coward? Because I'm going to tell you, I'm not a weak individual, and a weak individual cannot love me, not properly. I'm too strong. When it comes to someone loving me, it takes a strong man, a strong woman, a strong person to love someone like me, because I don't settle. I am brutally honest. I'm going to hurt your feelings. I'm going to force you to love yourself and over communicate and give to yourself even when you don't fucking want to. So I am not a weak lover. And if you don't want to grow to be stronger, I'm going to make you feel insecure. I'm going to make you feel like you're not good enough. I'm going to make you feel like you're lost. I'm going to make you feel like I'm too good for you. And it's not because I do this. It's because these are things that people have told me in the past, how I've made them feel just existing. And I don't do anything negative. I literally just exist, and my aura is just so bright and puts off so much that I make them feel like so many different emotions, but ultimately I make them feel like I'm too much. As a human being, I'm too much. Like way too much. Like I'm too loud. My personality's too loud. My brain's too loud. My body's too loud. I am overstimulating and over. It's like too much of a good thing is not a good thing. That's how I make them feel. They constantly question whether they really knew what love was, or how love was expressed, or what they need to do with their life, or all this other shit. Like, it's exhausting for both them and for me, because it's like I'm always trying to uplift them and correct all these mistakes that everybody else made and help condition them to be better and all this shit. But it's exhausting. It's exhausting to go from somebody that don't give a shit about you and somebody that only wants the best for you, and not have like a medium, because I'm all or nothing. I don't do half-ass baked shit. I am all or nothing. So I'm too much. That's the only way I can describe it. And there are other people similar to me out there. And it's one of those things where until people realize who and what they are, they're always going to be lost. Oh, I'm definitely going to be. I don't have a partner that wants to take charge. I don't date people like that. My dating elimination starts very early. I have to know someone for years before I'll even consider dating them. Always the loudest in the room. Well, I don't even have to speak, and I'm the loudest in the room usually, Zeus. And it's not because I'm trying to be. It's because that's my aura. So it's not one of those I'm loud to get attention. I can literally walk in fucking Walmart and everybody's just like staring at me, just existing. Like I don't say shit. I'm just walking. And people don't understand the difference. Somebody with a loud fucking mouth that has to tell you, hey, I'm this or hey, I'm that. You know they're blowing fucking smoke for themselves. Because somebody that has to tell you they are something, they're probably trying to convince themselves. Dating anyone currently? I'm always trying, but I can't say that it's always successful. I get tired of trying to date. I actually 6 years, let me think. 6 years. 7 years. 7 years ago I left my ex-husband. I'm polyam. I've always been polyam. 7 years ago I left my ex-husband that was abusive and very controlling, and I ended up having a boyfriend for a short time that I had been friends with for a very long time. I'd known him since high school, since my freshman year of high school, actually. And we were really good friends. We became really best friends. I was best friends with him for a while, and it was years. I was best friends with him for a while. And we started dating. Well, it was like I was a closet trophy. And he was scared to let his family know that he was with me. He was scared to let his friends know he was with me because I am a loud individual. I am too much. I scare people. So some people are not proud to date someone like me. And the relationship ended very badly. He ended up cheating on me with somebody that, oh, I'm not going to give you my perception of her, but I'm going to say that she was the type to fuck anyone and everyone if they had a pill. And I would not have dreamed about touching her with a 10-foot pole. But anyway, that happened. Things broke off very badly. I completely dropped everything I had for this individual, even though I still cared for them. And I lost contact with them for a while because with that moment, he lost his best friend. So that's all he had to mourn. I lost my best friend. I lost my mate. I lost the only person that I had confided in years. And at that moment, I was like, it just seems like maybe I shouldn't have a mate. Maybe I should just not engage with anyone in a relationship, because obviously people don't know that I am an all or nothing type of person. So with the lies and the deceit and always being cheated on, I was like, you know what? I'm not trying to have a mate. So I told myself, I'm just going to throw myself into work. I'm just going to expand my queendom. I'm going to work on my growth and raise my kids and just get the things that I want in life that I fucking deserve because I've been through enough. So for a long time, I was like, I'm not even trying to fucking date. And I actually told myself that I wasn't going to date ever again. I was like, I'm okay not dating. If I want a fucking toy, I'll go out and get a fucking toy. If I want a person to use as a toy, I mean, there's all kinds of fucking people that would line up for days. Because I mean, and then I told myself I just had no interest. So I swore off relationships, intimate relationships. Any kind of relationship that I had for a while was strictly platonic or BDSM. So if it wasn't a work related relationship, I didn't want it. And then I ended up having a girlfriend that cheated on me right about that time, like right before him. And I guess it just kind of solidified that people don't love like I do. People don't give like I do. So, yeah, I stopped dating for a long time. And then I did start back dating. I had one individual that I saw from a distance, and I was like, yeah, I need to stay away from them because I can tell they're going to be trouble for me. Not like bad trouble, but they will make me want to have more, and I'm not ready for that. So I kind of fished for a while in trials and tribulations, extensive questions, because you don't know, but I have an application. I literally have a fucking application for pets, for mates, for anybody that's going to have some kind of relationship that I'm going to have to invest in. I have an application for it. Like literally, you have to fill out a fucking application. And this person made me feel like they can give without expectation. So with them giving to me without expectation and making me feel like I'm valued on many fundamental levels, I ended up opening up to them, and they were the reason I started dating again. And I'm going to tell you that that's not going to happen a lot. There's not many people that's going to make me perceive something differently, but this person did. And they allowed me to understand that, yeah, the majority of the people in the world are complete shitbags that are completely selfish, but there's those few that aren't. Hi, Grim. Speaking of the few that aren't. You couldn't sleep? It's 2 a.m. What are you doing awake? And Zeus, I can identify with that. Those types of people are very intimidating, so we're not liked. And we're very polarizing. Very polarizing. So, yeah. Well, I'm glad you stopped in. I've been streaming for 2 hours. I was supposed to get off an hour ago, and then they got me talking again. And you guys know whenever you're involved in the conversation and you get me excited about stuff I'm talking about, I don't stop talking. Character flaw. Yes. It's the longest stream I've had in a while. Why is this hair stuck? Oh, it must be stuck in the seat. What are you stuck on? Oh, this damn bag. Yeah, I talked your head off. Oh, this hair was too loose. I definitely talked your head off, but it seemed like you wanted to talk my head off too, so. I understand that, Zeus. Whenever you have someone that really just wants to make you a better person, that genuinely wants to help with your insecurities, your confidence, your growth mentally and physically, that's the kind of person you want to be with. Well, I'm going to tell you that it was definitely a positive, awesome interaction, and I look forward to the next Grim. I feel like I got little fuzzies. Oh, can you guys see how clear my face is getting? Of course I have this is a scar. This is a blemish though. But look, and anybody that has followed my channels for years, you've seen the progress that I've had with my skin over the years. And I'm going to tell you, this new medicine is, I'll let you guys know in a couple months. So far, the worst part of it is it dries out everything. Like my scalp is, if I don't wash it in 2 kinds of shampoo and have this medicated stuff that I put on it, it gets so bad. And then my lips, I always have to put chapstick on like every second of every day to make sure that they stay moist because they crack really bad, especially in the corners. And yeah, I have to keep medicated stuff on my face. But the Accutane is definitely working. It's helping my cystic acne so much. I'm so excited. Thank you, Ralph. I've been working on my skin for a long time. Adderall did that to you? Well, mine is Accutane. It's for issues with acne. I've had cystic acne since I was old enough to have hormones develop and be raging, which was 11. So yeah, I've had a lot of issues with my skin. I used to have scars littered all down my face, but over the years, the medicine has slowly like ate off the top layers of my skin, kind of like, you know how dry skin flakes off? The medicines have slowly took my scars away. But my scars on my face were really bad, like really bad. And over time it's gotten much better. And I'm going to tell you that was one of my insecurities. I had a lot of issues with not the scars necessarily. It was more I had an issue with the cystic acne itself because it's painful and exhausting. Yeah, no, my skin used to be horrendous. And I still have scars on my shoulders too. Yeah, mine used to be really bad. So, I'm going to tell you that if my skin can look better, anybody's can look better, because I'll have to share a picture with you, a before and after picture. I actually have an entire album dedicated to how terrible my skin used to be. I've put so much money and time into my skin. It's been exhausting and expensive. But it's one of those things where I do I did too. I used to get them really, really bad, Zeus. I get them less now, but the majority of mine are like on the backside of my legs now. I used to get them on my legs, like all over my legs, not like a million of them all over my legs, but I used to get them like down the fronts of my legs, like one, two at a time, maybe on the back side of my legs, up here on the tops of my thighs. I would get them on my arms and my shoulders. I don't think I only ever had like, I don't think I had any on my chest. The majority of mine were my legs and arms. Oh, and my bikini line. And I still get those sometimes. Like the pubic area is terrible for ingrown hairs, especially if you like shave or something. It's terrible. Terrible. And I still have issues with that occasionally. But other than that, I've worked with two dermatologists and slowly been getting my skin on track. And it's taken years, like years. I started working with a dermatologist for the first time 8 years ago. So it's literally taken me 8 years to get my skin what it is today. So yeah, it's not an easy journey. Not if you're one of those people that genetically have some kind of predisposition for acne or even pimples. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you got to see, I was all up in your shit. You got to see me up close. And like, you can't even see a lot of my scars now, can you, Graham? I don't wear foundation either because, well, I used to wear foundation many years ago to like try to cover some blemishes, but it seemed the more that I would wear it, the worse it would make it. So it was like I already had all these issues with my skin, and then on top of that, I had this foundation, caking it on my pores, and it made it so much worse. So I would break out even more, and yeah. So now I refuse. The only thing that I do occasionally wear my war paint, which you guys have seen, but it's usually just eye or lipstick stuff or something, some kind of design. But I don't ever wear foundation. I refuse. Yeah. Well, my legs don't have scars as bad as they used to have on them either. I have like a couple little scars. But yeah. Ugh, those sound terrible, Zeus. I don't recall if I've ever had any on my back. I know I've had cystic acne on my back, but I don't think I've ever had an ingrown hair that I can remember on my back. And this is true. You spent... Fuck yeah, he did. Listen, Grim was very well versed in skin over the weekend. So I've literally been working around 8 years to get my skin what it is today. So whenever somebody like tries to make fun of me for like a little blemish I have, I'm like you have no idea, bitch. Grim got all the good shit. All the good shit. But if someone is literally just being shitty to you because you have some kind of blemish, they have them too. I guarantee you they have them too. And if they don't, they have something else that's similar. Fuck those people. Like I said, I've spent 8 years and a shit ton of money to get my skin progressively where it is today. It's not one of those things that's going to just happen overnight either. Especially if you have some kind of genetic shit going on. Definitely. Definitely the best. Because that's what I offer. I offer the best. And I'm an amazing teacher. Ask Grim. I guess I need to go get some homework done so I can try to go to bed. You should, Zeus. And I would agree, Grim. You could not have chose someone more compatible and more eager to teach. With my approach, I don't expect you to come in knowing things. All you have to do is be honest with me. As am I, Grim. I didn't expect you to be up, so I'm very pleased that you showed up and surprised me. Oh, and I went ahead, looked at my schedule, and set up some time to be in Cincinnati so I can catch you while I'm there. Because I'm looking forward to my gift. I'm really looking forward to my gift. But I have to make a new spot for it. Like, Paul's taking up this whole spot, so you can't really see back here. But yeah, I'll have to make a spot back here. Well, most people don't know that, like anything else, you got to have compatibility, Grim. And I'm not compatible with everyone. Well, I really look forward to seeing it. I'm going to have to redesign my stuff in the background. I guess I can show you my stuff back there real quick. Have you guys seen my light? I don't know if I turned it on. My bean bag is in the way. It makes it hard for me to do anything. Oh, and I haven't unpacked my bag yet either, Grim. I didn't have time to yesterday. I was on the road all day, and then today I've been on the road all day too. Okay, I'm going to show you my light before I... Look at my light. So I put my beanbag in here. You guys know that my hot tub died. So I moved my desk and put my beanbag in here, my comfy beanbag. And then I decorated the background so you can see my light. And you can't see my lips. I got lips up there too. Hold on. You can see them. See my lips? They're red. Oh, you like my fairy light? I made that one. It was, I used to have it as a curtain, and it was one of the curtain lights, and one of the little things on it broke. So it wasn't like plastic. It was, like some kind of metal, and it was freaking me out. I was like, this part of this broke off. I can't leave this down and feel like I'm going to be confident that it's not going to catch something on fire. So I made a little fairy light. I took and used a mason jar and made a new light for myself. Pineapple, pineapple, pineapple. I love pineapples too. Speaking of, I need to get a new pineapple because I was supposed to try to grow one, but yeah. I like it too, Zeus. But I'm going to have more going on back there, but I just have to decide what I want to do with it. You can see my dream catchers, one there, and I got one over there. And I need to finish fixing this. It's supposed to sway down, but I just kind of have it hanging there because I didn't put a new thing up for it yet. But yeah, since I'm getting something else to add to my wall, I'm going to have to fix a spot for it. So I do look forward to it. Oh. I feel like it is a little tight because I scooted my desk so far back that I just have like a little corner, like a little cubby. So I need like this much more space. But if I do that, then it conflicts with my door. So unless I want to move my desk back over there. And I don't want to do that because I like my little cubby. My beanbag is just huge. Yes, I do have an application for everything, literally. It's vetting because I have standards that have to be met before any kind of consideration, especially for anyone that I'm going to be spending time with, because I'm an acquired individual. I have acquired taste, and I'm a forever queen. Yes, Grim, waivers must be signed. It's necessary. So, yeah. It's one of those things that it's a safety blanket for myself and the other person. It's for everyone. So, humana. Okay, I'm going to get off, guys. I got to go try to get some shit done. But I have really enjoyed chatting with you guys for 2.5 hours. That's a long stream. Long stream. Message me on social media, Zeus. allmylinks.com/queenfrostbitten. allmylinks.com/queenfrostbitten. Or queenfrostbitten.com. Either one of those. You're going to find my links. So you can message me on socials. But I will see you guys very soon. I'm not going to promise you that I will be streaming tomorrow, but I'm going to tell you that I am putting forth an effort to try to become regular because I miss streaming. Hi, Mando. You didn't say hi to me until now. I didn't even know you were here. I hope you have a good night too. Thank you, Blaze. I hope you stay safe and hydrated and always be amazing. Hope you have a good night too. Zeus. Good night, Grim. And Blaze. As always. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget. Stay hydrated. Because you know you got to stay hydrated. And as always, stay frosty.